up, guys? CINNAStixx here. After many trial and errors trying to record this video, different servers, different maps, I failed and failed again, especially when I tried the QJY88. And that gun is just shit gun. Low in everything, high in damage, and nothing I could do could possibly make me do well with that weapon or make me want to do the commentary on that weapon. I'm sorry, plain and simple, I'm just not gonna do it. Sorry, guys. It's just the way it is. It's annoyed me beyond anything. I've been doing pretty terrible getting in servers with full of shotguns and full of grenade guys. Yeah, just guys that love to throw those grenades. But besides that, I moved on and I was like, you know what, I'll still do a medic weapon and it will be the M60. And that would be the M60 with the tactical stock, standoff barrel, high capacity mags, and iron sights. Being that I love the iron sights. Though it is fun to use a hollow sight on this weapon. But I don't know if it was always this way, but they moved the view model back a bit. So like the gun looks like it's way close up to your face. Yeah, but besides that, this weapon is medium in all stats except for damage. It has some of the highest damage. So it's actually best in class damage. And if you guys don't know that by now, then you really need to pick this gun up and try it out because it is the best light machine gun I've used. One of the best, I should say, not the best. The best was the M240 Bravo, which I bragged about so much when I made the video. But I hope for this video, I hope that I successfully got up the what was it? My opening theme with my name and all that. I don't know, you know, because I didn't put it in before I started doing this. You know, I just started recording and then I you know, edit everything, obviously. So I don't know if it came out successfully or not, you know, but if it did, I gotta thank Implanted TV for making that for me. Took them a long time, but it's perfect. You know, I don't need anything too flashy. I just need a good little dubstep song and my name, and you know, that's all she wrote. Now, back to this weapon. Being that I said that it deals high damage, though it has low accuracy, well, medium accuracy, I should say. Don't use it at hip spray like I just did there. I was just doing that out of panic spray, but don't do that. I really don't suggest that you do that. So, for damage of this weapon, it tends to stay in about the 30s to 20s to even 40s for a successful headshot. So when using it, burst fire it, semi fire it, and you'll get better definite shots, and like you should. Of course, I want to make a note, I'm using the veteran skin for this. I like the veterans look. Since I don't own the +3, the veterans looks pretty cool, I find, so that's why I'm using it. It's got the little tallies marked on it for kills or something, you know. But besides all that, yes, this weapon is high damage. Now, what I need to get to is ammunition. It has 80 rounds per magazine and 2 magazines total, same as MG3. Though I'm using the high capacity mags, it is 110 ammunition per magazine with 3 magazines total. I believe, yeah, 3 magazines total. Now, besides that, as far as long range, like I was saying about accuracy and everything, I wouldn't use it at longer ranges. You can, it's really good for semi. You could just sit there and tap the trigger and you'll do really well with it, depending on how good your trigger finger is. You don't want to just spam the button, but what you want to do is something like, let me try to get a lure guy out here. You know what? Maybe I'll get lucky. And didn't get the defib kill, but get killed by a boosted nade. I could have tossed it back, but I chose not to because I was too busy trying to spray and pray, which I said don't do with this weapon. And yet I try to do it. I'm contradicting everything I'm saying. Well, guys, this will be my second commentary today. If you don't know that already, I released a VSS Ventores first. The reason I'm doing 2 is because I got lucky and I got to get out of work. My second job, instead of having to do both jobs, you know, I got to come home, take a break, and I go back to work tomorrow. So, you know, it's a nice little break. And I was like, why not take advantage of it? I'll be working most of the time, so why not get a good commentary in there. Whoa. Apparently that smoke causes lag for my recording. That's why I don't play on these big maps, because people tend to use them a lot more. So besides that, this weapon may outshoot a lot of shotguns. May, not a definite. And it can sometimes outshoot other higher power, more faster rate assault rifles. The reason I say assault rifles is because those are typically the most OP weapons and most have the highest fire rate. SMGs as well. Being that, you know, some weapons will put out a lot of ammunition pretty fast at a higher rate of, higher damage. So this weapon, at a range, I would suggest it. But if you're close quarters, you will definitely get the kill on them, even with the slower rate of fire. And especially if you can flank around the enemy pretty well. This weapon will deal a great amount of damage towards that enemy. I'm going to go ahead and talk more in the loadout screen. I'll see you guys in a sec. Sorry about that, guys. I hope that wasn't a terrible commentary. It's been a long night, stressful night. Some stuff happened earlier, but I'm not going to get into that. It's been stressful trying to get this commentary out. I've been trying so many times. I have like so many recorded files right now that I don't even know which one's which. But I'm glad I'm finally done with it. I went 11-2, not the best, but it did better on Sharqi, Basra, or Mashdor. You know, it's good on Karkin, but with the whole vehicle thing, it counteracts your play style, especially when it comes to recons. So that's why I wasn't as aggressive with it. It's more of a support weapon. You want to sit back with it, and if you can get the flankage on a team, it will dish out fire rate. It will dish out rounds and damage at a good rate of fire. Alright, as for the stats of this weapon, like I said, everything's medium except for the damage. It has 80 rounds per magazine with 2 magazines total. It has very high best-in-class damage, medium accuracy, medium range, with a +3 accuracy from the tactical stock and a +4 range from the standoff barrel. Some people would suggest a precision barrel for the extra +4 precision, well, accuracy instead of the range. But being that this weapon, you have to kind of go out of the way for some light machine guns in the medic class. You really have to go out of your way. Sometimes, you know, it depends what map you're playing if you really want to take the time to get out, change your barrel or your attachments, and work with it. Because a lot of the weapons on the medic class are restricted for range, especially with the fact that they deal the highest damage out of most weapons and have the highest recoil. So, just put it towards your playstyle, like I used to say, and that's about all for this weapon. I know it was a kind of, for me it felt quick and I talked a lot, but I hope it was still informative. I really suggest this weapon. Smaller maps, obviously. It really outclasses the QJY88. The QJY88 used to have a lot of damage with low stats overall, and I just didn't know what it could have possibly be good for, especially now. I mean, if someone really wanted to see it, I may do a video, but I really highly dislike the weapon. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. I don't want to do it. I mean, I should do everything, but it's just not going to happen. Besides that, I need suggestions for another weapon. I could do another medic weapon. I can do probably some recon. I saw something for the M14 or the SVUA, which I probably won't do the SVUA, but the M14 I could do, though it will still be a terrible KD round. You can't expect me to do really good with these weapons, guys. That's what I need. I'm basically showing off the statistics of the weapons, and I try to do my best, try to get kills to show it off, but it's getting harder lately. I mean, with the changes in shotguns and some things being powerful than others and more people relying on grenades, it's constant changes in play for free, and it's hard to keep up with it. So yeah. Besides that, on another note, there's a booster sale going on right now. Yay, sink more money into easy. There's also new bandages and adrenaline shots that were supposed to be introduced earlier, but they're just being introduced now. They add, I think it's 10 more. It's 10% faster for the bandages, and it heals a little bit more than it typically does. And for the adrenaline shots, I think it does 60 instead of 50, if you didn't know that already. So that's the extra ones. Of course, about for 100 of them, it costs the price of a weapon, which is an okay price to pay. Being that, you know, it'll last you a good while, maybe. It's, you know, and don't feel bad for using these things. It helps your streak going longer. It helps you kind of rack up those points more, and it's nice to have. I mean, everybody should have a better advantage over the playing field, not nades. But besides that, guys, I gotta close off this video. Much love and respect on the battlefield, guys. Peace.